We're just having a conversation about what kind of roll you would have to make to roll for pregnancy.
Hey, no spoilers!
What do we say? It was performance and constitution that we come up with.
Acrobatics as well.
Acrobatics as well. Yeah, you have to get the angle correct. All right, so, all right, so, for what?
Baby.
Oh, wow, just straight up.
Listen, Centaur man. I have a mission to destroy whoever destroyed my parents, and to do that I must create plentiful offspring. Please.
What the hell is she doing?
She doesn't seem
Go
to care
ahead
that he's
and-
suddenly a centaur.
Do we hear this proposition?
Oh, yeah, you do. You're still
Wait.
nearby enough.
We should probably leave right now.
Go ahead and roll
I don't think we wanna
persuasion
see
with
this.
disadvantage, because that's a heck of a thing to ask anyone right off the bat.
We should really leave.
You say potato, I say potato.
We've got the things, we should go.
Maybe you should cast darkness.
Give them some privacy.
Look, just hear this.
12.
12. Okay. 9. Great. So you guys are hoofing it, and you notice Pluck stop the spear actively pressing against his body, and before you're able to, you see just fly off back in the direction of Haven Spear with Pluck attached.
Why would I let go? I would have let go.
You would have, but you failed your dex save, so you're just for now, you're hanging on for dear life.
Just like,
You notice he just flew right back towards the pond.
remember me? Plug points. They put me up to it.
I yell, avenge me!
He looks back over to the trees where he sees you now that Pluck has thrown you all under the wagon. I'm gonna guess one of your friends also stole my bracelet.
Bracelet.
He eyes the bracelet you're wearing.
Now, when the fuck did I?
You're just not a very good liar, I see. That's okay. That's actually an admirable trait. I respect that.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
very
You're welcome.
nice.
I am gonna have to apprehend you and your thief friends, however.
Oh, that's not gonna work for me. I'm really busy, and can I just cast darkness?
Is okay. I'm gonna.
I would like to use Eldritch Blast. Because I still know the directions he's in, right?
Vaguely, yes.
So I'm just gonna try it. Is she wearing a bracelet? Yeah.
Yeah, she is. Okay.
Which one's D10 again?
Okay.
D10? Yeah. Alright. So that's 1 D10?
So you cast Eldritch Blast at the darkness.
Yes.
Perfect.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
13 points of damage. Great. Odds or evens?
14, 15, 16.
16 points of damage. Odds or evens?
Even.
Oh, that's unfortunate. All right. So, Pluck, as you cast the darkness, you turn to go, and you feel this eldritch force collide into your chest, knocking you off your feet back into the pond. Take 16 points of damage.
God!
You did... You just hear the centaur go, what was that? Bird, are you okay?
Plug? Why is Plug not talking but Centaur Man still talking?
Our enemy's trying to attack you, Bird.
Yes, very much so. They're after me. They're trying to kill me. They put me. I wouldn't have stolen your spear. I don't care how shiny it is. It's yours. I pointed at it. It's like, it was her, the evil temptress.
As you throw Anya under the bus wagon, you hear this echoing voice suddenly ring out from the trees. It's this very dark, broody, some would say edgy kind of voice, right? And just as you hear this happening, you see these pink petals start coming in from the trees. And it's weird because these petals aren't native to these kind of trees. You have no idea where these pink petals are coming from. And you hear, "Come, foes. Come, villains. Taste the steel of Bishonen Bloodbane, master swordsman of the Haven Spears." and out from the corner of your eye,
Kovacs?
this masked robed figure. All right, he's got his face is obscured by a black mesh, and he's wearing a red hood and cloak. He emerges from the treetops and jumps down and slides and ends up in like this pose next to Haven Spear himself, right? He holds it right there, right? Haven Spear doesn't look perturbed. He looks like he knows what's going on. And just after he makes his entrance, this whoever this is, this Bloodbane character, you hear another. Does anyone speak Celestial?
I think I do.
Let's see.
Languages. Yes, I do.
Yes, you do?
No.
Okay. So everyone else except for Kovacs hears this loud, ringing, possibly screeching kind of choir operatic song permeate the air around you. It's just this very high wailing, like just intense. You are, because of your faith and your practice with the divine, you can make out some of the words, but this celestial is very thick. Even you're like, what? And you're just trying to pull the meaning out of the noise. It has something to do with justice, criminals, punish, vengeance. Those are the only words you can sort of grasp from this loud, like cacophonous ringing. And from the other side of Havenspear, another figure emerges from the trees and slides into position. This heavily armored Asimir with golden skin, bright glowing white eyes, and a massive warhammer touches down and does another pose.
What is happening?
Did you hear that?
This is loud.
Did you hear that?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Everyone heard that. It's ear ringing.
Just not the words.
Right.
And then of course in the center of their little formation, Nako Havenspear twirls his spear and says, "And I, Nako Havenspear, shall punish you in the name of all Haven."
What?
He hits a pose.
Oh?
It's like a T pose, right? He lifts his little centaur leg a little bit, right? And
Wait.
and an explosion happens
Of course.
right behind
Of
him.
course it does.
Yeah, you don't know why, it just happens.
I want to see this movie.
I want to run up and talk to him.
Fighting. Well, so I see Kovacs put on the bracelet. Just like, what are we fighting?
I see no other way out of this.
All right. It's like,
There was an explosion. You gotta fight.
true. So, Flex just kind of like, I hate this part. I'm gonna.
It's us. Do you wanna work together on this?
You see Trixa start like going into herself, be like, "Come on!" And she's like muttering to herself, like trying to get herself angry.
Just the big guys, not the friends.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you to make a little wisdom save for me, just a little one.
Do I possibly see this?
Okay.
You do, yeah.
Do I have like a general
18.
idea?
18? Nice. Okay. You feel the familiar coldness overcome your body, but it's different this time. It's a little different. Your mind seems to be holding on to the moment much better. You feel the same kind of hatred and anger and anxiety and all this terrible stuff well up inside you, but it's because you've decided to use it, right? So you see these black veins start slowly, not as quickly as last time, spreading over your skin. Little bits of black veins like dart out from the corners of your eyes. But when your eyes open, the pupils are still there, and you find yourself at least temporarily in control of part of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is not an action, is it? That doing this.
No, I'm gonna
Great.
call that a bonus
raging.
action. Right.
Great.
Yeah.
Great. I take my battle axe two-handed and I run charging in at the closest guy.
All right.
Recklessly.
Recklessly.
Oh, reckless attack.
I love it. This is good news for everyone though, because you see for the first time ever, instead of trying to rip people up with evil demon claws, Trixa grasps her actual person weapon and leaps in what almost looks like a controlled rage at this ASMR. Unfortunately, this ASMR is a very, very stalwart fighter, so she takes her great hammer and blocks the battle axe in a very dramatic contest of strength. You do knock her back a bit with the power that you now have under your control. You see her slide back through the pond and onto the dirt and grass, and you're pushing this axe towards her face, and she's just barely holding it off. Sparks flying between you. It's very impressive. Let's see.
I look, I'm just like,
I'm trying to help! Colin? I touched his head then. Invisible. And I cast invisibility on him.
You are now an invisible crocodile.
so now there's just like a silhouette of a crocodile, like
Yeah, just the ripples on the water.
like it looks at you after invisible. It's like
I'm trying to help! I'm trying to help!
Of course, the bad guys see you do it because it's right in front of them. So Haven Spear's like, yeah, she just turned that crocodile invisible.
So what did you still can't sing? Snake! Snake! Snake!
Yes, hello, please do not have me part of this battle. I am just a snake.
Snake, are you poisonous by any chance?
I give a rash.
This might be useful for later.
Do you want me to try something?
Snake. No, just go back in.
Okay, thank you. She goes right back into your clothes. It's a tiny albino snake. What do you want it to do? Now takes her turn. She's as she's battling you, she screams something in your face, and it's just really loud and cacophonous. You sort of make out the words, demon, evil, possessed, slay.
Well, you're not wrong.
And she is going to take, she's going to take a slight back step.
Yeah!
Alright, so you may have missed the first, but you don't miss the second. You land back into the water, feel that his centaur legs are right next to you, and, you know, we've all watched Wild Discovery. You go and you just clamp down on the closest centaur leg available to you, sinking those powerful jaws into the muscle of the horse flesh, and you see Haven Spear actively go down on one leg from the force. You have him in like this death grip, like most crocodiles will. And so you turn around and a ball of fire appears in your hand, and you just chuck it.
Yeah.
You yeet it, as the children say. Never mind. You chuck it. You throw it, and it takes a spear, and he throws it at you, hoping to pin you in the water. You very deftly catch his spear in your mouth,
yes.
and he just goes like, ah.
I like catch it, and I look back at him. And I just give him like a.
You absolutely, your little croc eyebrows wiggle. Like, hello. So you cast this cantrip in the middle in the woods behind you guys. You start hearing sounds of. Is there anything specific you want them to be screaming?
Someone help me, please. Ow, no, my baby.
My baby. My poor baby.
Roll deception.
Call off your goons, Haven Spear. You can't win.
Roll intimidation.
Damn. 8.
8. He's like, he looks at you right in the eyes. It's like, I would, but I have no idea what she's saying.
Who? The Basimar?
Yeah.
Oh.
He doesn't speak the language.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
He's just very loud. He has no idea what she's saying, and they can't communicate really very well.
Okay.
You can try! She turns, speaks to you, and cries out in pain as you see a large, hooked black talon swing out from Trix's body and embed itself into her thigh. She is trapped where she stands.
That old trick.
Yep. You know it very well.
I like to imagine Pluck as a crocodile is constantly just like grinning.
This is what's happened to Haven Spear so far. He's tried to do something. Oh, I'm trapped. Get off. Oh, I'm trapped. Get off. Okay. I'm trapped.
Well, as a crocodile, he has like a minor OCD, so he has to like get each leg. So
You've gotten 3 so far.
3.
Yeah.
They're just like, okay, we're almost there. We're almost there.
You're once again clamped onto his free leg, and he's just sort of trying to kick you off. You drop your battle axe. The consciousness starts to fade. It was the first time you've done this, so it's very stressful. You feel like you've done it for as much as you can at the moment, and your eyes twitch and kind of go back into their heads. Your jaw elongates. Needle-like teeth grow from your maw, and everyone else notices the black spear that has embedded itself into the ASMR now just starts to drag her closer inch by inch into this waiting, monstrous embrace of Trixa as black tendrils grow as claws out of her hands, and she just watches this golden divine being with bated breath approach her. And that is going to be your turn as you start to drag this thing closer to you. So he manages to scrape your side. You flop into the water, back into Pluck. Right. And he's looking at you like
Pluck uncrocodiles and is just crikey.
Just you summon the black ichor into your legs. It just inflates your muscles enough that you launch yourself like a bullet straight at this Aesir. An angry tiny bullets. Go ahead and roll attack with advantage.
18.
Yeah, you hit. Roll for damage.
14.
Nice. So you just, she's throwing this hissy fit, and you're just like, shut up. And you bolt right up at her, take your battle axe, bring it down so hard onto her plate mail. You see it crack under the force, and you hit her right back down to earth. Ooh. She plummets into the ground. You just smacked her right out of the air. And she's in a dusty heap at your feet, and you land right next to her.
Shut up!
You have demon smacked her across the face.
Doing it.
All right, what do you yell?
We could have had a baby! This is what you get! I offer you the world and you stab me! You pierce me with spear instead of... Oh!
Right. Your angst-ridden monologue about possible children in the future catches his attention right as another orb of eldritch flame engulfs his body.
I'm crying, by the way.
You're crying? Okay, that's fine. That's fine. God damn it. Okay, so this Eldritch Blast, far more powerful than the last, engulfs his entire body. Even you have to be like, oh, gee, that's a lot. As the flames dissipate, you see the scorched skin and flesh of Havenspear left over. It's burnt up most of most of the outer protective skin on his chest and somewhat of his arms. So you see this, the horrible mass of muscle and tissue underneath. Well, it's ugly business turning people into, roast.
I say that, by the way. Gross.
So he moment of peace. What would you like to do?
I would like to cry.
That's a free action.
Is Werblund, in the woods fighting?
Werblund is still off, taking it to this guy. You have no idea where they are.
Huh.
As this, just burnt up, nasty, charred horseman just falls right in front of me, I just crawl away. Just
It's pretty hideous, yeah. He's half his face is gone. You see the skeletal structure underneath, staring at you with dead eyes.
Ooh.
He was naked, right?
Oh yeah, he was naked.
Okay.
Colvex! Colvex, forgive me with the power of your god. Put your hand on my
first of
forehead.
all-
I'm not meaning for it to transpire.
Anya.
What?
You
Colvex, I need to forgive.
What did you think would happen?
I thought we would have to baby.
The only person who can forgive you is yourself.
I killed the centaur.
You kept attacking him. What did you think was gonna happen?
I was trying to protect friends. He pierced me with spear, and I just felt so angry.
Maybe we should take steps to help you keep your anger in check,
I'm not
so you make rational decisions.
Yeah, he was looking
Yeah.
messed up, and I was
Who
done.
loses control of their anger?
He would have killed. He would have killed.
Pluck
Block.
just kind of slow
That's not your
turns
fault.
Maybe some therapy or something?
Excuse, little girl. I'm trying to have a moment. And I run to Black. Black!
Oh, don't bring me into this.
Please, Black.
Don't bring me. I got under a good state. I was gonna leave.
I want to keep a lookout in case any of these guys are coming back.
what are you thinking?
What?
There are easier ways to get these bracelets. Did no one tell you that you just killed all Haven's mascots?
We were told this would be the easiest way.
Who told you?
Just, people around.
Oh, Haven has new mascots.
What people? Who gave you this terrible idea?
They just said that he would be showering here by himself and he would leave his bracelet and we could just take him and then we tried to take it and then they
Right.
attacked and then...
Do I remember who told us by name?
Yeah, it's Google.
Okay, I was making sure that was right.
Right. Who is they? No one in Fairheim would have given you this idea.
Wait, is it on us?
Huh?
Google?
Look for it. If you look for it, it's not there.
It's I try to reach for it. Oh, it was this.
It was what?
Wait,
I don't have it.
What happened?
Warbland?
Was it trying to kill us? Google?
Who's Google?
Google.
it's this talking stone that knows a lot of stuff, but to be fair, we just kind of trusted it without doing research. That's probably
It's
foolish.
probably evil. That's the impression I'm under.
Well, we got a bracelet.
Said we should have went after a protector woman.
I'm sorry. A magic rock told you to kill Haven's spear?
Yeah, but it had eyes on it too. And it had a
Oh,
little
that
hat.
makes it better.
It's
Yeah.
a really
Hat and
helpful
sword.
rock, okay?
What if I just put darkness over it, then they won't see it?
I got it.
Doesn't last forever.
I want to go hunt a deer or something and just rip it open and throw its carcass in there.
Yeah!
Anya, go ahead and roll perception. Actually, no, don't roll perception. Roll nature. See if you can track this deer.
Nature.
Yeah, roll nature.
16. Wait. Yeah, 16.
16? Yeah, you actually find a young family of deer.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
There's a couple babies.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Do I see what she's doing?
Yeah.
You don't fucking touch them.
It's a mom and two babies.
Absolutely.
Maybe not this family.
What? What? What do you want me to do?
Maybe we find a monster.
Maybe
and kill
we
it.
rip up you. Kidding! Just joking!
So this has taken about 15 minutes.
Joke!
Would you like to try to find another animal?
Yes, something less cute.
Okay.
It's just like, you will harm no more innocent creatures.
Roll.
What am I rolling?
Nature again.
17.
You come across a baby bear. It's so cute, you guys.
Pluck steps in again.
It's eating honey out of a little hive.
Should I go find a human? Is that better?
There's...
What do you want to do?
I'd be better
There's-
with that.
Yeah.
You don't fix the killing with killing.
But it would actually work.
It's like...
It's a creature.
Alright.
Does guts and stuff count as a creature? As part of it?
Well,
What are you trying to do with it?
Yes. Invisibility.
Invisible guts.
I'm gonna allow it because it's hilarious.
Not,
So I just-
not awful. Like,
I pushed all the guts in the stream into a pile. I did not expect it to end up this way, to be honest, Centaur man. I really didn't. I'm just invisible.
You invisibility the guts.
can you bring someone back and then erase memories from that person once they're back?
Oh, I can certainly do the first part, but I don't think you'll really need to erase his memories on the second part. Want to see?
No, we don't want to see.
Pluck puts two and two together. Why wouldn't you?
Why?
Never mind.
Why? What is...
it would just be zombie horse.
Though,
Zombie horse, maybe
I
he
may
won't
not
like
need to
me.
do that at all.
What?
Excuse me.
I found out some very interesting things about my research on this island. You want to hear?
Yes.
No.
Sure.
I don't appreciate how foreshadowing you are.
That's my middle name.
Google foreshadowing MacGuffin and canonize it.
If you're going to get rid of the remains of that centaur, I do it so... Oh, never mind.
What?
Never mind, it's happening.
What's
No.
happening?
What?
You see the charred bones of the centaur writhe
This is not good.
on the ground.
Where are we?
It's my love.
You're,
Should stop.
Anya,
you're,
this is not a
you're
good
still
thing.
a fair bit away from the cliff. And you see the body lurching,
I did not kill.
cracking, sort of putting itself back together, but
No.
feebly.
Nope.
empty, vapid eyes, rise from the ground, half a face. This lumbering, pitiful, barely put together creature hobbles onto its feet and just stares listlessly into the distance.
I'm gonna cast inflict wounds on it.
All right, roll your.
I just this is really not okay for me, so I just want to put it out of its misery.
Just throw it in.
The bit.
I want to swing at it too.
3 plus 5, 8.
So it is undead. So you healed it for 8 points of damage.
Cool.
You see,
Suppose that we turn him back into normal horseman and then throw him into the pit. So then if he's found, it's like, oh no, he fell off the cliff and it was an
Do
accident.
you want him to live forever in sand sucking?
He's not alive.
He's
So bad.
undead.
He's just moving. He's not alive.
Then what is problem?
sad moan.
He can't be sad!
What seems to be sad moaning.
If an sword and I cut the rope.
Just kind of comes to a stop.
I use control undead.
All right,
have-
you channel divinity.
He has to obey my commands for the next 24 hours.
Right.
I will command it to flee to the southern islands and never return.
All right.
Oh, let them go be.
Into the ocean?
Okay.
He's just gonna...
So unfortunately for you, the southern islands, the easiest way to the southern islands is directly through Fairheim. So he just starts.
And remain unseen!
You're not sure if you got that last part down before it just sort of runs back like zombie gallops through the woods, and you lose sight of it very quickly.